The Nebraska Cornhuskers sit fourth in the Big Ten, and a big name from that roster is Isaac Copeland, who joins us now to talk about the Cornhusker season so far. Isaac, why has your team been able to have this kind of quiet success that you guys have in the Big Ten so far?
We've been able to really work hard and really stay together. We faced some adversity early on in the year, but a lot of things we worked on over the summertime and preseason has carried us to this run we're making right now.
What were some of the biggest things you would say that you had worked on this offseason as a team?
As a team, we knew we had like a lot of transfers, a lot of new pieces, so just getting up and down 5-on-5 very competitively has really helped us out a lot.
Personally, you were one of those transfers. Why has Tim Miles' system worked so well for your game?
Our system works really well for my game because it gives us a lot of freedom and puts us in a lot of mismatch situations, so we do a lot of pick and pop, pick and roll, depending on who's guarding me.
James Palmer has also emerged as a star as of late, averaging over 25 points in the last 6 games. From a teammate's perspective, what is it about his game that makes life easier for you guys out on the court?
James is extremely aggressive. He demands a lot of attention, and if you don't give him attention, he's going to get 30 points every game. So just knowing that, knowing how aggressive he is, makes our jobs a lot easier. So when he's attacking the rim, attacking the basket, we just get in our spots, and I'm ready to make plays. You
guys also lead the Big Ten in three-point percentage defense. Why are you so effective in that area?
Coach Miles and Coach Mo really stressed the fact of three-point defense because last year they were pretty bad, and this year we spent a lot of time over the summertime in practice every day working on closeouts and running people off the line, so it's helped us out.
And Isaac, you mentioned there's been a theme of transfers on this group, you being one of them. Your journey started at Georgetown, which eventually led you to Nebraska. What was it that ultimately led you to be a Cornhusker?
It was a quick turnaround for me. I mean, I announced I was transferring like late December and was here in early January. So I was looking for a familiar place and familiar faces. So Coach Hunter recruited me back when he was at Georgetown in high school. And me and Anton, we grew up together. So we talked early as soon as I announced I was leaving, and worked out.
Talk about that friendship between you and Anton. How has that helped you adjust to being one of the newer members in Nebraska?
It's helped me out a whole lot, especially early on. I didn't know too many people. I'm kind of a quiet person. So just having someone I can go and talk to every day about anything really helped me out a lot.
And as you reflect further on your journey, exactly almost 1 year ago, you were getting back surgery and had since been able to make a remarkable recovery. Describe what that recovery process was like for you through that difficult injury.
Recovery is pretty tough. A lot of rehab, a lot of long hours, just doing some things that I felt like wasn't working at the time. But now, months later, I feel like everything I did before the surgery and after surgery really paid off. So I'm very thankful.
Never fun for that to happen. Additionally, your father also played college hoops. What was the best advice that he's passed on to you as you continue your college endeavors?
It's kind of crazy. He's taken a major backseat in my career as I've gotten older. But so like now we don't really talk about many things that happen on the court. It's just maintaining things that happen off the court and keeping that separate from what happens on the court. So mainly mental things is a part of like the skill aspect of the game now.
And Isaac, you guys are heading into crunch time in terms of looking ahead to March Madness and keeping your NCAA tournament dreams alive. Why should this team be considered for the tournament if you guys continue to succeed the way that you are?
We're a dangerous team. We've proven that on several accounts, and don't look at our early on losses to St. John's. And I mean, coming up later on as the season progressed, we hung in there with Creighton, should have won that game. Took Kansas down to a last-second shot. And, I mean, we've shown we're a very dangerous team. We've had some big road wins as well, and I think we deserve to be in the tournament.
And you guys are in the top fourth of the Big Ten. Do you think you guys are getting the kind of recognition this team deserves, being that high in the Big Ten?
No, not at all, but we're not too concerned with all the recognition and being on TV and all that stuff. We know as soon as the season's over with, and we want our record to reflect all the hard work and everything we needed to get from everything we've done this season.
All right, the Cornhuskers playing with a chip on their shoulder. Isaac, thanks so much for the time. We appreciate it. Best of luck to you and your teammates the rest of the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.